Hello Year 5, it's Miss Heakin and this is Lesson 5 of your English lessons. You will need a pen or a pencil and your home learning book or paper to write on. I'm going to give you a few seconds to get yourselves ready and we will start. Okay, let's begin. So, your writing task this week has been to rewrite a traditional tale and it's been based on Little Red Riding Hood. And you've been doing excellent all week with your expanded noun phrases, simple sentences and parentheses. And yesterday you rewrote the tale, starting with the beginning and the middle. So today you're going to retell a traditional tale and edit it. So you're writing the ending and then you're going to go back over your work and polish and edit it and make it really sparkle. So just to recap, in case you didn't include them yesterday, now's your time to get them into your ending. Your expanded noun phrases, determinate adjective nouns. That's what you need to include in your writing, getting in all that description, that lovely description about the cottage, the woods, the wolf, the woodcutter. So much description. You can add in a lot of expanded noun phrases. Your simple sentences as a subject and only one verb. So in your writing, those short, simple sentences create tension and unease, especially when Little Red is walking through the forest. She might hear some noises, some rustling of leaves. She stopped. She panted. She sprinted after the wolf. She sprinted out of the woods. Lots of simple sentences there to create tension. And parenthesis is adding extra information to a sentence using brackets, dashes or commas. Little Red, who you could put in brackets, who is excited to see her grandmother, strolled into the deep dark woods. The wolf, and you could put a dash, growled, dash, at Little Red because he was hungry. Lots of different ways, and in with commas when adding description in. Lots of different ways you can feed parenthesis into your writing. So you are retelling the traditional tale and editing it. So you should have written up to Little Red approaching her grandmother's cottage. And now the ending is Little Red going into her grandmother's house. The wolf is there. He's disguised. He's going to trick her. Oh, what big eyes you have. Oh, what a big mouth you have. And that's when she realizes something isn't right and the wolf swallows her whole. But luckily we know she's going to get rescued by the woodcutter. Then you're going to look back on your writing once you've finished and edit it to really make it shine and sparkle. So when editing our work, we must remember to read through our work to check it makes sense. That's the most important thing to do. And it's really important that you read out loud because then you'll hear that you might have, oh, I've missed a word out there, or oh, that doesn't make sense. So it's really good if you read it out loud. You need to check for punctuation, capital letters, full stops, inverted commas if you've included speech. Do not be leaving your capital letters with your breakfast, okay? Or your full stops. You need to get them in your writing. That's where they need to be, okay? You need to check your spelling. If there's a word you're unsure of, use a dictionary. And then you need to up-level your work. Improve the adjectives. If you've just written the forest, describe the wolf, okay? And you can also add some adverbs or similes to our writing to really make it shine. So let's edit this piece together. One cold morning, Little Red Riding Hood woke up and went downstairs. Her mother asked her to take a basket of food to her grandmother, who was sick. In the basket was fruit, cakes and jams. Little Red Riding Hood put on her red cloak and walked out of the cottage into the woods. Pause the video now and edit this piece of writing. There might be some spelling mistakes, some punctuation. You might want to up-level it and improve the adjectives. It's up to you. Okay, let's see if you spotted any of the mistakes or edited any of it like I did. So, one cold frosty morning, I've added in more detail there, Little Red Riding Hood. So little was spelt wrong and we need capital letters for Little Red Riding and Hood. They all need to be capitals. Make sure, if you haven't done that, to look back over your work from yesterday and make sure they're all capitals. Woke up and went downstairs. She yawned. I've got my simple sentence in there. Her mother, who was kind, parenthesis, asked her to take a basket of food to her elderly grandmother. I use the number 2. Do we write that when we write 2? No. T-O. To her elderly grandmother. More description of the grandmother who was sick. In the brown wicker basket, I have my expanded noun phrase. Determiner the adjective brown. And wicker and basket is the noun. Was delicious fruit. Adding more description in there. Little Red Riding Hood put on her red cloak and strolled quickly. Instead of just walked or left the cottage, she strolled quickly. How did she stroll? Quickly, getting that adverb in there. Into the dark, scary woods. Another expanded noun phrase. There was a noise. Little Red stopped and listened. Another simple sentence has been added. So that's how you should be editing your work, using a different colour pen, adding more adjectives in there, getting your expanded noun phrases, your simple sentences and your parentheses, checking your punctuation, that you've got capital letters where they're meant to be, that you're not using the number 2 for writing the word to, getting some adverbs in there, or maybe some similes. You describe the trees were as big as, the snow was as white as, the forest was as cold as. Get those similes in there. So your turn today is to rewrite the end of Little Red Riding Hood and edit your work. So set the scene, add in characters, and make sure you get some speech in there. Check your writing makes sense. Check the punctuation, spelling, and up-level your writing. Make it really sparkle. Okay? Off you go, Year 5. I look forward to seeing your edited work.